Hey Virgo, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my space. This is Earthchild Tarot. I cannot speak. This is going to be your November 2022 general messages. Happy November, happy Scorpio season, happy Sagittarius season, happy eclipse season, happy retrograde season. So much happening, you guys. I'm pretty excited about it. As we, nearly bring this year to a close, I feel that 2023, we will have been pushed this year so much towards our abundance and transformation as a unit, just as a whole planet. The earth is ready for change. She's ready for change. Okay, the universe and the cosmos are ready for change. Therefore, we are ready for change. And for those of us who are not moving with this change, will be left behind. So Virgo, I really do remind you, if there's anything or anyone in your life that is not nurturing you, who are not pushing you to improve, or who are not improving alongside you in your life, they need to be booted out. Okay, please remember that we all are shifting and moving each and every day. And if we're not intentionally waking up every morning or going to sleep every night, growing and changing and manifesting abundance, or generating abundance, because we all are generators and co-creators for abundance and prosperity. If we're constantly focused on our traumas and focused on the past, we only generate those energies and what they have to bring. Okay, so if you want to manifest abundance and prosperity, then you need to start shifting your energy. Okay, because we as human beings and living beings, we have an unlimited amount of manifestation power. There's no such thing as creating it or destroying that. Okay, so remember that during this time as we bring the year to a close. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into your reading for November 2022, Virgo. This is for all signs of Virgo. Okay, these are general messages. So whatever resonates, drop it, leave it, toss it out, whatever doesn't resonate. I'm sorry, toss it, drop it, leave it out. Whatever does resonate, take heed to it, keep it as you see fit. Okay. I'm going to pull 3 oracle messages, then we're going to pull 4 tarot messages and clarify those tarot messages, and then that will be your reading. Okay, those of you who are interested in the cards that I'm using in this video, the names will be listed in the description box below. Okay, so Virgo, let's see. This is for all signs of Virgo. Wherever Virgo is in your chart, if you resonate with that part of your chart in your personality and in your life, then these messages are for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see Virgo. Universe, source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, earth spirits, earth guides, please come before us to speak to the sign of Virgo for their November 2022 messages. Let's see, Virgo. Virgo, November 2022. You have the lemon of bitterness. Ooh. Right. However, I do see the lemonade, unless that's just a cup of lemon juice. This can be positive for sure, because it does say bitterness, but it seems that there's something that you're going to be able to concoct out of this time of bitterness or this bitter situation. There's someone who's just left a really bad taste in your mouth, Virgo. You don't like it. You're repulsed by it. There's just something that's just not right. You don't like it. You hate it. Some of you guys may feel like there is nothing good that can come out of this. We'll see. Bottom of the deck, you have catnip, and it says bond. So there is something that you are bonded to, or you are connected to, something that, there's something that you don't like it, but for some reason you're just attracted to it, or it's attracted to you. That's a very interesting combination. There's something that is not good for you. Or there is something that is good for you, but you hate it. But you know that if you embrace this, it will make things better in the long run. So it depends on what you're dealing with here, or who you're dealing with. But there are those of you, there's something that is not good for you, but for some reason you just go back to it all the time. Could be that some of you guys are dealing with someone who practice some type of magic. Some people call it dark magic or black magic. I don't really like calling it that. Magic is magic. It just depends on what the magic is used for. And it's quite possible that maybe you did a spell, or someone else did a spell on you, and you're not really sure why you're so attracted to someone or something. It's just a very bitter situation here. But others of you, this can be something you're addicted to. It's not good for you. It's not like you really like it. It's just something that you can't shake, you know? You can't drop it. That is very interesting. Huh. Let's pull some more cards. Let's pull some more cards and see. You are the last reading I'm doing for today. And it's very interesting. It's a very interesting reading. Let's see, for my beautiful Virgos, spirit guides, for November 2022, speak through me clearly to my beautiful Virgo people for November of the year 2022. Let's see a little bit more Virgo. Oof. Beautiful Virgos for November 2022. There was a card that came out and it said accessibility. And there may be something that you have easy access to, but it's not good for you. But it's just easy access, and again, it could be an addiction to something. It's just easily accessible to you right now, or it always has been. And I don't know. The cards haven't really been flying out like that with these readings, so it's interesting that that one flew out. People have been getting this card a lot. Medicine bag, treasure. So there's something here that you, for some reason, you're just, I feel like it's an addiction for some of you. There's something you're addicted to, or someone. Bottom of the deck, we have East, emergence. So there are those of you, you're being held back or held down by something. You're not really coming out. You're not really like emerging. You're not going out into the sun. You're not doing new things. You're not having fun. You're just kind of stuck in a situation where you're trying to make it work, or you're just trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do, but this is something. This is something, I don't want to say that it's detrimental. I'm not really getting that type of vibe. Like it's detrimental to your health. It could be, but there's just something here that it's just not, it doesn't, I'm not saying that it's bad, but you feel that it's bad. You feel that, oh, I don't really like this, but it's almost like I have to do this. Like I have to do this, even though I don't like doing it. And you may feel like if I continue to do this, even if I don't like it, at some point it will end and things will get better. Some of you guys are actually drinking something. Again, I'm getting alcoholism for some of you, where you're drinking alcohol not to enjoy it. You're just drinking because you're trying to mask something. Like, you may not even like the alcohol that you're drinking, but it gets you so, you know, drunk that you really don't have to think about anything. And that's concerning, right? Some of you guys are really trying to mask something. You're trying to hide something that's bitter. You don't want to taste it. You don't want to feel it. You don't want to think about it. Whenever you think about your past, you feel sad or bitter about it. But it's a part of who you are, Virgo. You can't change it. You can only change yourself and your circumstances in the present moment towards the future. You can't change what's already been written. Like, there are those of you, when you think about an ex, or you think about things in your past that didn't really go well, you feel bitter about it. You just feel angry instead of just realizing, oh, that's in the past. I've grown from it. They were an asshole, or yeah, I broke up with this person. You're not really thinking in a very fond way about your past. You're thinking in a very angry, negative, and bitter sense. Some of you guys may be angry with God. What is it that you're picking up along your journey? Are you learning anything? Or are you being hard-headed and you're just like, there's nothing to learn from this. I'm just upset. It was just really shitty, and, you know, whatever. You know? Or are you actually picking up on, you know what was it like, what was it that I was supposed to learn from that, and actually growing? So I feel like some of you guys are super stubborn, Virgo, to the Virgos I'm speaking to. Even in the bad memories, what is it that you can take from that memory that's good? Right? Like, some of you guys, again, you may be thinking about an ex, and you're, every time you think about them, you just get angry instead of realizing, you know what? There were good times. There were good times. Because you can't really truly be happy, Virgo, if you are not accepting what is and what happened. Because some of you guys, whether you're single or not, like, you could be in a committed relationship right now, and when you think about your ex, you're angry. That's a problem, right? How can you really focus on what's in front of you, your person that's in front of you? Or how can you focus on anything, whether it's a relationship, a job, whatever? How is it that how can you focus on the present moment and ground yourself if you're constantly thinking about, oh, well, that happened, so, you know, life is just shitty, and I'm just upset, you know, how come that couldn't happen for me, but it happened for everybody else? It's like, it is what it is, move on. There's no need to be bitter about it. So this can just be a specific situation for some of you. Maybe there's just a specific situation where you're just really angry about it and you can't let it go. You know, maybe you start talking to a friend, you know, about something. You guys are just having casual conversation, but somehow you're able to bring up that thing that really pisses you off, and it's just like, oh, they're not really over that. And some of you, Virgo, you may be pretending like, no, that's not bothering me. I'm over that. I've coped with that. I've let that go. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. You have not. There may be actually some herbs, some teas, some foods, like natural foods that you can eat that helps you let this bitterness go for some of you. Okay? Wow. This is a very interesting reading, Virgo. Let it go. Go back into that part of your life. Go back to those memories. And instead of going back to find something that's going to piss you off, go back and find something that you were supposed to learn. Okay? Let's pull one more oracle message for you guys, and then we're going to jump into the tarot to dig a little bit deeper into this situation or into this energy in your life, okay? For my beautiful Virgo people, universe, source, spirit guides, for the month of November 2022. November 2022 for my beautiful Virgos. For the month of November 2022 messages. Okay, for my beautiful Virgos for November 2022. You have Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. It's that goddess energy. Whether you're male or female, there is a feminine energy in your life. And it may just evolve around the feminine in general. Your mother, your grandmother, your sisters, aunts, ex-girlfriends. Whether you're male or female. Virgo, there are those of you, you're lacking in the feminine department. If you're a male, you need to start taking care of yourself, grooming yourself, pampering yourself, taking yourself out, buying things that you want to buy. If you're a woman, it's the same shit, okay? You need to be taking care of yourself, because there are those of you, if you had a mother in the past, if you have a mother, whether she's alive or not, where she didn't really nurture you, she took care of you. Some of you guys, you have a mother who just was neglectful, or she just did not care about how you felt. She was very hard on you and, maybe very bitter herself. Others, and you may have suffered some abuse from your mother. Others of you, maybe your mother really did care about you, but she had her own issues that she may have projected onto you in some way, shape, or form. Some of you may have had a mother who has a mental illness, and she was not able to care for you the way a mother should. Some of you actually may have a closer relationship with your father because your mother was not really present in some way, shape, or form. Whether she wasn't present physically, or she just wasn't present mentally or emotionally. And there are those of you, Virgo, when your mother was pregnant with you, a lot of her issues and her energies, actually her struggles that she was going through mentally and emotionally in her life, also affected you in her womb. That's just how it works when it comes to being pregnant, right? The mother's energy really, really affects the fetus or the child. And you carry that, Virgo. For some of you, if this is like your mother, and there are those of you, you just really need a hug. You really just need someone to just love you and comfort you and just be like, hey, it's okay. I'm sorry that you went through that. Like, that sucks. But like, I'm here to love you and to care for you. Some of you guys don't really realize what a hug or, a kiss on the cheek really does for you. Someone holding your hand and talking to you and making you feel seen and heard. There are those of you who've been through so much that you're very bitter, and you're just like, nobody understands what I've gone through. So like, and some of you, when you're actually being comforted or loved, you may push it away because you're like, I don't need that. You know what I mean? We've all come across that bitter person in our lives, whether it's us or somebody else. I definitely was kind of like that early on in my life. I lost my mother at 15. My siblings were even younger. Okay. And I was bitter for a long time. And I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, you guys. I'm a Leo sun. And I got a lot of Virgo in my chart. So I can understand for those of you who are really going through this and dealing with a lack of healthy feminine energy in your life. Bottom of the deck, we have winter. And it says, take care of your needs, Virgo. When I see the Mother Earth energy, that's Taurus. I see that as Taurus energy. Some of you guys need to tap into that Taurus energy, that Mother Earth energy, whether you're male or female. As we enter the winter season, okay, depending on where you are in the world right now, depending on where you are, there's no winter, there's no cold weather right now. But for those of you who are entering a winter period in your life where you're feeling like you just need space, you need time to take care of yourself, do so actively. If you want to go to a spa, if you want to just take yourself out to lunch or to breakfast, take yourself out to dinner, if you want to just enjoy sitting in your bed with your warm, cozy, clothes on after taking a nice bath or a nice shower and just enjoy your energy. You deserve to be cared for. The feminine energy is needed for you to heal yourself, Virgo. I was actually saying this a while ago before I even gave this reading. I was saying this to an actual Virgo. You know who I'm talking to. They know who they are. But you guys, you deserve good things. You deserve love just like everybody else. You deserve comfort. Don't look at everybody else and feel like, well, they deserve it, but like, what about me? No, you deserve it. But your bitterness, your anger towards somebody or something or a past situation or trauma will not assist you in generating this sweetness and abundance and comfort in your life, Virgo. Let go of that bitterness. It's not going to help you. It's not going to assist you in any way. Okay? Please remember that. And like I said, like, I've been through some shit in my life before I ever touched this, created this channel. I've lost some very, very, very dear people in my life unexpectedly. Okay? I've been heartbroken, and it did leave me very bitter for a long time. But I looked at my life and I'm like, I want to be happy. I want to be free to be myself. I want a beautiful life. I want a beautiful relationship. I want beautiful friendships. And I was faced with the truth of how I was acting and the truth of how I was thinking about life. And I had to face it, and I had to change it. I had to change my life around. I had to change my perspective completely. It's the same thing for you, Virgo, for those of you who are dealing with this bitter energy. Let's see what the tarot have to say to you, Virgo, for November of the year 2022. My beautiful Virgos, spirit guides, universe source, ancestors. I'm going to pull 4 cards, digging a little bit deeper. Yeah, some of you guys, you definitely had a mother that was not present. They were not. Some of you guys, you had a mother who was not nice to you, or they were very, very quiet if you were being abused. If you were being abused by your father. Some of you, Virgo, your mother just sat by and watched, or didn't really say anything, or felt powerless herself. That can be very traumatic. That's you, the 8 of Pentacles. There are those of you, you're working a lot to distract yourself from this bitterness. There are those of you who are perfectionists, and some of you guys may actually have OCD, right? You've been diagnosed, whatever. And you're so focused on the minor details because maybe that's how your parents were with you. That's how people were with you. They were constantly correcting you on something. No matter how hard you worked on something, they were like, no, you need to fix this, this, and that. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. And you live your life believing that and living up to that. 4 of Cups. You've worked so hard, Virgo, but for some reason you're just not satisfied. The universe offers you blessings, it offers you love, it offers you a cup, and you're just like, I don't need that. I don't need comfort. I don't need a hug. I don't need right? Like, you just, maybe that's not how you are now, but you may have been a long time ago. And maybe you're learning to get out of that and realize, maybe I should just take this cup and shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just gotta, Virgo, when I say that I was there, for those of you who, if you're resonating with this, I was there, okay? My boyfriend that I have now, I almost ruined it, okay? I was so bitter when we met. I was just like, I don't need nobody. I've been through too much. I can't trust people. I can't, it's like sometimes we ruin something really good. Thank the universe for sending him to me time and time again, because it's just like, can you please pay attention? Like sometimes we can ruin something so good because of our stubbornness and our anger and our ego. And sometimes that stubbornness, when you've been traumatized so much or you've been through so much in your past, Virgo, sometimes that just comes from trying to prove something to the world, that I don't need anybody. I'm just as strong. I'm just as capable. Why do you need to prove that to anybody? And some of you feel like you have to prove it because that's how your parents treated you. That's how your teachers treated you in school. That's how your grandparents treated you. Sometimes our bitterness is a cry for help. We just don't see it that way. We push people away. That's a cry for help. We're trying to show people like, oh, I'm actually like, I'm capable. I don't need a boyfriend. I don't need a girlfriend. I don't need friends. I don't need this. I don't need that. I just need to work. I just need to get this money. I just need to focus on being the go-getter, this masculine energy. And then when the feminine comes in and she's trying to do her work and do her part, you don't allow her. You got the Queen of Wands. That's Leo, guys. Look at that little cat. Some of you guys, because it's funny, you guys have catnip and you got that black cat in there. Some of you guys got Leo in your chart. Tap into that. Okay? Some of you guys are Leos watching this, or there's a Leo in your life, Virgo, who's here to kind of offer you this cup here. There's a feminine energy in your life, and this can be your mother. For those of you who have a mother, maybe she had low self-esteem in her past or in her life, okay? Others of you, this is a girlfriend or your wife. This is a sister, okay? But this is for some of you, this is your mother, where her energy really affected you, okay? But others of you, this is an ex, okay? That really left a really bad taste in your mouth, okay? They really left you feeling bitter. Others of you, this is a future person, or maybe this is your person you have now who's offering you a cup, and it's just like, hey, just let me love you. Let me nurture you, right? Let me show you what love is. Whether you accept it or not, that's up to you. Queen of Swords. So there's two women here for some of you. There is a woman here who's very loving, very free, very colorful in your life. This can be you wanting to be this Queen of Wands, but there could also be a Gemini or a mother figure in your life who wasn't the nicest to you, possibly, and she probably still isn't, right? Bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Cups. So you had to walk away from something. You had to walk away, maybe just walk away from your mother. Some of you guys had to walk away from an ex that really hurt you and left you feeling wounded. You had to cut them off. Some of you guys, the Queen of Swords is you. You're cutting this person off. You're just like, I'm done. I'm angry. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm done, right? There are those of you who worked so hard on a relationship. You worked so hard on a certain endeavor, and you just felt like nothing came of it. Interesting. Could have been in your past, there was an ex or someone that you dated, or maybe it was a marriage where you were struggling a lot in your life, but this person didn't really see it that way. They just kind of saw it as, this is what I need from you, and if you can't give that to me, then I'm just gonna leave, you know. And that could have really hurt you, because you may have been really working hard towards a relationship and you were doing your best, and maybe you were giving whatever you were giving this person, Virgo, they were just like, it's not good enough for me. Like, I don't need your money. I don't need you to work hard to, you know, whatever. This woman, or if this is an ex, I'm just saying, if this is specifically an ex, this may be somebody who, they wanted you to be as free as they were, or they wanted you to go where they were going, but maybe you were struggling back then, and they just were like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. And they may have cut you off and walked away from you. Okay, and maybe they were disappointed too, who knows. Let's clarify these cards for you, Virgo. Yeah, they left you alone. Let's clarify these cards for my beautiful Virgos. The card that fell out, Virgo, is you, the Hermit. You've kind of just been by yourself for a long time. You don't want to date, or you don't want friends, or you don't spend time with your family. You don't do things like that because you're still so focused on trying to fix yourself, or trying to process everything that's happened to you in your life. But it's time to move on, Virgo. What's done is done. Especially if you have somebody in your life who really, really cares about you. Like, you need to focus on them. 5 of Wands, yeah. You and another person, like, maybe in the month of November you find yourself working so hard, but maybe at work you have a lot of disagreements and arguments with people. You deal with a lot of selfish people, or people who are trying to bring you down. Yeah, you're carrying too much, Virgo, especially if this is a job or a relationship. You're carrying so much weight. So much weight, to the point where you're so tired, there's nothing that you really want to do besides sit. You don't want to do anything else. You just want to be by yourself. But you do have the 6 of Wands. That's Leo again. So there are those of you, you have Leo in your chart, or you're dealing with a Leo who is here to help you. They are here to bring you this happiness, to show you what this happiness truly, what this means for you. But there's also like a Leo in like December or Christmas time. You know, Christmas time for you, if you have a Leo, or you have Leo in your chart, Christmas time is very, very important. There's like celebratory energy here. But then we have this 5 of Swords clarifying the Queen of Swords. So there is a woman here, or someone here from your past or presently, who is not a nice person. Not a nice person. And if this is in your past and this is your mother, or this is an ex, like this was somebody who they just cut you off because they're just like, you need to give me what I need. Stop focusing so much on your problems. Okay? Sorry, guys. I think my battery's dying. But then at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Pentacles. So your childhood has a lot to do with this. There's still so much to be learned when you look at your past. So just remember, Virgo, learn from the past. Don't stay there. Don't be angry. Learn from it. Look at what's in front of you. Move towards your future. Reflect and learn, like this Hermit here. Don't hermit and just wallow in self-pity and anger. That will not serve you. Okay? You deserve love. You deserve comfort. You deserve good things. Remember that. And embrace that when it's given to you. Don't push it away. You have nothing to prove. You don't need to prove to people that you're capable. Anybody who makes you feel like you have to prove anything to them, if anything, they're the ones that are full of shit, and they're the ones who are selfish, not you. They're the ones that need to prove to you and to hold themselves accountable for the things that they've done to you, if they've dealt any abuse to you, okay? Much love and light to all of you, Virgo. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Virgo.